Let's put a question box up. Q&A. That looks good. Dims! Morning, guys. Oops. Hope we're doing well this morning. Getting a few steps in. I was very tired this morning. Wanted to sleep in a bit longer. I actually did go back to bed. My alarm went off at 5 because I was like, oh well, you were sleep deprived yesterday. You could do with catching up on some sleep. But then I just lay there and I thought, oh, you know, if you don't get a good amount of steps in the morning, it'll stress you out later on in the day. You'll have to do more in the daytime. And you might finish on less than 15k. So I was like, I was thinking to myself, you only feel like sleep deprived and stuff because you missed out on Saturday night sleep because Demi was sick. So, good morning. But I did have good night's sleep last night, so there's no excuse really. Yeah. I wasn't expecting to be up with my 6-year-old as well last night, but she was alright now. Weighed in this morning, lost some body weight, which is good. Went to bed hungry about 4 or 5 times last week. I'm just commenting on food diaries. Good morning, guys. Oh, hope everyone had a nice weekend. What's she doing? So a few clients are sick this week. If you are sick, if you have had thanks to like an illness for a while, as in colds, coughs, and it doesn't seem to be shifting, make sure you're upping your fruit, because that is what is going to determine how quickly you get over these things. I gave my boyfriend a push the other day because he'd had this cold for ages. So he started to eat blueberries and he finally got over it. It's like, I think there's definitely something in that. I was like, yeah. Why is it so hard for us to accept? Right, so she's tracking. Good steps. Good morning, guys. Clients had 1,000 calories yesterday. Hello from Scotland. 1,000 calories yesterday she ate, 10,000 steps, and she got 100 grams of protein. That's pretty amazing. Hi Leanne, where are you from? Hi Nikki, I'm in Scotland just now. Good morning, guys. Welcome to my live. I'm answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain, rehab. I'm a trainer with 12 years experience. Work with hundreds of females. I've worked with men as well, but I prefer working with females now. I specialise in mindset. Specialise in mindset, rehab, nutrition. It's quite confusing out there with all like the fat loss diets and you should do this, you should do that. So if you've got any questions, I'm here to help you unmuddy the water. Did you cut out sugar from your diet? No, just limit it. Over time, I would like to massively reduce it even more. But no. Good morning, guys. Welcome. I'm answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain and rehab. I'm just blocking that freak. What are you doing? So I've got 2 children, ages 6 and 3 years old. And I'm here to educate you on exercise, nutrition, mindset coaching. So if you keep stopping and starting a diet every 5 minutes and you're so fed up, follow this account and I'll show you like there's nothing wrong with you. You're not failing, it's the diet that's failing you. Don't make fat loss harder than it needs to be. Work with yourself, your environment, your lifestyle. Oh, well, that's going to have killed my stream. YouTube just threw me off with the app. I don't know what that was for. I do like the red. I think my dark hair suits the red. You don't look like a mum, do you? Well, I'm not average, that's for sure. The average person in the UK and America is overweight or obese, is unhealthy and hates the job and is unhappy. So I'm definitely not all of those. Hey, Vivi. Put it back. She's got a screwdriver. Hey guys, welcome to my live. I'm answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain, rehab. Ah! Getting attacked by a screwdriver. Enjoy work, Cyril. Good morning, guys. Welcome to my live. I'm answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain, rehab. I'm a Pilates and yoga teacher as well as a trainer. So do you work out for a living or stay at home wife? Do I work out for a living? I'm a personal trainer and I'm an online coach. So I'm here for people who are sick. I feel like they've been on every day under the sun, are sick of stopping and starting and never really getting anywhere. I've had 2 children. I've had to restart a couple of times. And I know what works. And I've implemented the same kind of thing into other clients that are mums, as well as nobody busier than a mum, especially a mum that's working. I like doing Ashtanga yoga. Surya Namaskar. I like that. I am a hatha yoga teacher, so I do like that. I have to lose some kilos, 6 kilos. So what I'll say to those that are wanting to lose fat, body fat, you need to lose fat and build muscle. So have in mind that you want to just lose fat, not muscles and strength as well. Where's Woof Woof? He's getting washed because you were sick on him, weren't you? Woof Woof. And don't make fat loss as hard as possible. No touch. Eat lots of high volume, low calorie foods and you won't feel as hungry. Come to India, learn it properly. I'd love to come to India. The other thing is I'll probably get ill. It's a bit dirty, isn't it? Well, a bit. And that's not coming from me. That's coming from clients that I have that are Indian. Morning, guys. Welcome to my live. There was a time I could touch my forehead with my knees. That's a strange goal to have, Nikki. That's the first person who's ever said that. I'd like to get back to that. Now I have a desk job. I'm getting fat day by day. We're not meant to be sat at the desk all day, are we? It's really bad for our health. Everybody should be aiming for at least 8,000 steps a day. Austrian painter was right. I don't know what he was talking about. Hi Andrew, I'm good. How are you? Hi guys, welcome to my live. I'm a health and fitness trainer, online coach, 12 years experience. Got a variety of skills, special set of skills. You can join my online members only community for $2.99 a month where I've got loads of educational content and sticking to your diet. A lot of people know what to do, but they're just not doing it. So if you're one of those people, you need to change your mindset, usually. Because I'll get people come to me saying, oh, like, I'm just, like, they'll make every excuse under the sun. Whereas if they just change their mindset and stop trying to be perfect, it's you versus you not trying, and keeping that in the forefront of your mind. It's a bit more complicated than that. There's like a few things going on. But the classic thing when you're starting off losing fat is, because you're raring to go and you've got all this motivation, is usually perfectionism, all or nothing, like a pendulum swing. Did you? I tried to lift weights twice a week. That's great. Just to keep the bulge in my arms maintained. I do yoga to keep my mind clear. That's excellent. Yeah, muscle is life. The more muscle you have, the more you're able to fight disease. For example, if you have lots of muscle and you have to go through chemotherapy when you're older, God forbid, then you're much more likely to have a better time recovering from it if you've got lots of muscle. So always preserve muscle. Muscle takes a long time to build. It's hard to build. And that's what gets me to the gym most of the time, guys. When I can't be bothered, I'll be like, right, can I get a PB this week? Can I maintain my last reps? And one of the biggest game changers for me was realizing you can do stuff when you're tired. And how do you get started when you're tired and you've got every excuse under the sun? Well, as soon as you learn that action creates motivation, that was like a defining moment for me. So it could literally be a minute of bicep curls or a minute out for some steps. Just do it for a minute. If you stop after a minute or so, that's fine. At least you've got a minute or so. But usually, I'm talking like 9.8 times out of 10, action will create motivation to keep on going. So you can apply that same thing to starting an essay. I'm just going to do it for 2 minutes. Stop trying to be perfect, and that's where consistency comes from. Nice to meet you too, Nikki. So yoga's very powerful. If you have a very stressful life, stressful job, if you're a mother, there's a high possibility that you're stuck in fight-flight responses, stress responses they're called, and don't even know it. And the way this is manifesting is you're not sleeping, maybe you've injured yourself, maybe you notice yourself shallow breathing. Start to check in with how your body feels. Because we can become very reactive to the kids, the environment that's stressing us out. Whereas if you took some deep breaths, did some yoga, you can flip it and come out of that fight-flight response. I could go into that. But the way yoga gets you out of stress responses is using the vagus nerve. So the vagus nerve sits at the back of your vocal cords, goes all the way down, touches on most of your organs. It's the longest nerve in the body. Now, the brain speaks to the organs in your body, but your organs speak more to your brain through the vagus nerve. That's how it communicates. So, when you get that gut feeling, there is something in that. Because you've got like the second brain, your microbiome is in your gut. And the stronger the variety, like the more species of microbiome, the good bacteria you have, the more it's going to support a functioning immune system, the more your food's going to get turned into energy, because that's their job. You don't digest and use the food, the microbiome do it, help assist in that. So the more processed food you eat, you're going to become intolerant because you got less microbiome being introduced. And if you don't feed your microbiome, they feed on you, the mucosal lining. And if that happens over time, you can get leaky gut, intolerances, Crohn's disease. Yeah? You can't find it, mummy help. It's fascinating. So my point is, the way yoga works in de-stressing you, because you're stretching the nervous system, like the muscles, that sends signals, here you go, through the vagus nerve to the brain to say, oh, I'm actually not running from a bear. Everything's fine. She's stretching out her muscles. She's yawning. She's taking lots of deep breaths instead of shallow breathing. She's slowly exhaling after filling the lungs. This helps you sleep better. And the first thing to de-stress you is filling your lungs with air, making sure your belly rises along with your chest and the back of your ribs as well. It's all expanding. You're getting in a full breath. Pause for a split second if you suffer with anxiety, if you're not used to it. And the slower you exhale, the more calming it is. It's almost like a switch. Much more effective than propranolol, or like if you did 10 breaths. It's going to work a lot faster as well if you're in a stressful situation, if you're able to do that. But practicing CBT and deep breath work when you're not in stressful situations makes it a lot more beneficial during stressful situations because you've built that skill up. It's like going in the gym, training with really heavy weights, and then you've got to lift a heavy object off a co-worker. You know, you're ready to go, you've got the confidence and the strength and muscle to lift that object, you know, when you need it the most. Hope that makes sense. Hey guys, welcome to my live. I'm answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain and rehab to get some steps in. Let's see how many steps I got so far. A lot of people are perfect tracking Monday to Friday, but then come weekend it's a free-for-all. And all that hard work that they've done, good morning Kamuk, how are you? All that hard work that they've done Monday to Friday and been super restrictive, weekend just throw it all in the bin, all that hard work was for nothing. It's going good, Kamuk. Are you training today? Have you trained yet? It's 6 or 7 here in the UK. Thanks, Andrew. Appreciate that. Thanks for the support, guys, on this growing channel. I was so tired yesterday, man. Saturday night, Demi was sick every 20 minutes between the hours of 11 and 3. And in the morning. So Sunday morning I didn't train. I felt violated. I felt so hungover and fragile. It's like a walking zombie. And then we went back after going soft play. I came back home and had a little lie down and I actually felt all right after a power nap. So I ended up training chest outside. First session outside in ages. Loved it. You're training tomorrow. Mommy! So that was a nice bonus session. Oh, no! And I got some sets of shoulders in as well. Do you want pepper on?
No, big one.
Do you want a game? Here you go. Can you stop climbing on my dumbbells, mate?
Okay.
Hey guys, welcome to my live. I'm answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain, rehab. Someone asked, do I cut out sugars? You should be limiting them. There should be a restriction in place. But when you're over-restrictive and tell yourself, I can't, I'm not allowed to have sugar, that's what you don't want, because that can cause overeating on them. It's hard to stick to a life without sugar in this obesogenic environment where it's everywhere. So just choose your indulgences, parent yourself, tell yourself you can have these foods. And I've had clients in the past, but there's one in particular I'm just thinking of, and we can all go through it. Because everybody's giving them different advice on how to target cravings and things. I've never done yoga in water. That sounds amazing, Nikki. Have you done it? Was it in a swimming pool? I've done it by the water in the Mediterranean. That was lovely, a hatha class. in the sun or on the beach, on the sea, on the sand. It was gorgeous. I can't wait to do that. When I go on holiday, I love doing it on the balcony and stuff. Just me and my body in the heat. Nothing better. Just thinking of that's just brighten my morning. Yeah, so as I was saying, if you're taking in lots of advice about different diets, exercise, and you're new into it, can feel really overwhelming and complicated. When in reality, you need to do what works for you, and that is working through a trial and error process. Now, I can fast track you to that because I know, like, through experience, ketogenic diets and fasting diets, for example, are highly restrictive diets, and they have you overeat and fall off track. They're too restrictive. And the normal psychological response to over-restriction is overeating. It's not like you're broke and you're doing anything wrong. Well, other than following a highly restrictive diet. Now I do it outside in snow sometimes. You're brave. I love the heat. I am looking forward to doing it outside my house. I've got the best garden with nature, and you can see the hills. It's beautiful. Good morning, guys. Welcome. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. My name's Leanne. My business is called DigiCoach, and I take a holistic approach to fat loss, which means, yes, we build muscle and lose fat, we build strength, but we also manage our nervous system. We learn about nutrition, we learn about lifestyle and how to change our mindset. We take a preventative approach to exercise. So I want my clients, I only want to work with those that want to commit to a lifetime of exercise, not short-term fixes. So we do a lot of, like, within this strength session and building muscle, we also rehabilitate any weaknesses. So like I said, I work with a lot of mums who have passed a baby through the pelvis, or if they've had a C-section, they need to rehabilitate the core, or you still have a weaker pelvis because you've carried a baby and you've had that hormone relaxing to relax the joints, so we can get very unstable in our joints. So we do a lot of rehab alongside building the glutes back, because I don't want my clients just to look great and be in the best shape of their life and have no energy dips, but I also want them to feel good, move good and smooth, and not have stiffness or twinges. And that's why I take a holistic approach to goals. Hi Anton, how are we doing this morning? Hope we had a nice weekend. So I like to get an hour's steps in the morning, answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, lifestyle, because it's for my future self, because I know later on I'd rather go to the gym than get steps in, because it's going to rain today. So if I get steps like 5k in before I leave the house, I'll feel great, and it takes pressure off. Make friends with your future self, be kind to yourself. If that's prepping your food, if that's ironing your clothes before you work, instead of running around the next morning playing catch up. One of the best things you can do as well, if you're a mother, is get up before all the madness starts. So if you've got children, get up before they wake up, even if it's 10 minutes, just sitting with a coffee looking out the window. It sets the tone for your day. You set an intention instead of running around like a blue ass fly and losing it. Good morning, guys. Na, 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 na. 2.5k so far. Leanne, you put in hard work in workout every day and you look very amazed away. Thanks guys. Thanks for commenting on my other videos, people. Appreciate that, whoever's Jessie. You know, I was listening to a podcast the other day and a coach was saying, you don't lose fat accidentally anymore, right? Unless like you're terminally ill. And she says it takes hard work. She says, I don't know anybody who works hard in their gym or in like working and doesn't succeed in the end. And I was like, I thought to myself, am I working hard? Well, someone watching this on YouTube might think, yeah, she works hard, she goes live, she shows up consistently. I see her like training. But I don't see that as working hard anymore. I see that as, because I've built that routine, I'm not making these choices. It's just like a vegan isn't asking every day, do I stay vegan today? They've committed to it. They're not making the decision anymore. And because it's been that long of consistently exercising, don't get me wrong, I'm always altering my life schedule and to what suits me with 2 children. But when you commit to change, yeah, it's going to happen. It might take 6 months, but do you want, like, choose your hard, the saying goes. It's hard being overweight, it's hard having sore joints, it's hard having low energy. It's also hard getting up in the morning and doing this, but I would choose this over and over again than being lethargic and not feeling the best I can. It makes you a better parent as well. But yeah, it doesn't feel, I mean, some days are a struggle to get up in the morning or to train. Motivation isn't there much. Hello! But what is there is I know how I'll feel after it because I've built that confidence and I've done it lots and lots. I know, like, that's quite strong, that sensation to keep me exercising. I know how great I'll feel. Be more productive, better focus and concentration. It's not just about building muscle and losing fat, it's about that confidence. Oh, I showed up for myself today. What else can I do? If I can do that when I'm sleep deprived, I can do anything. What's wrong? Annie. Where's Ari? She's still in bed. Do you want to go and get her home? Give her. She says, I hear that. So you lose fat through a calorie deficit, which means a sustainable calorie deficit, which means 300 calories into a deficit, moving more, eating less than what your body needs, so you're saving calories. Now, if you are trying to shave off 500 or more per day, it can be too restrictive for most people long term. Should aim to be losing 1% body fat in a week. Sorry, 1% body weight in a week. Instead of like £2, £1. Because it depends how light you are. Now, if you want to lose fat even faster, you can go on a bit of a shred, but it's a lot harder to maintain. There's a lot more sacrifice involved, and you've got to have nothing going on and properly commit to it. So if you've got a holiday in 6 weeks, you can go into like 500-600 calorie deficit, but know that your priority should be lifting weights to keep the muscle, your steps, and keeping within your calorie targets Monday to Sunday. So as you can hear, it's highly restrictive. That's why it shouldn't be done for longer than 4 or 6 weeks. If you've got a lot of fat to lose, you need to come to terms with the fact that It's a lifestyle change. It's going to take time to change your behaviours. You're going to fail. A lot of people are afraid of failure. And I don't know why, like as a society, we're brought up that failure is bad. But that's how we learn our life lessons, through failing over and over. As long as you look back and like, right, why did that happen? Why did I overeat on a Sunday when I just argued with my friend? What could I have done differently? A lot of people don't like to sit with negative emotion. So start off small. If something's just mildly annoyed you, reflect on it. That's why journaling's really good. Just writing a sentence about it, even if it is just, this annoyed me. Hey guys, welcome to my live. I'm answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain, rehab. I've been a fat loss coach for 12 years. I'm also a Pilates and yoga teacher. So any back pain questions, fire them in. Morning, guys. I'd love a like and subscribe. And if you know what to do but you're not doing it, and you know you need to change what's going on in your head, you can join my community for $2.99 a month. I'll teach you about nutrition, mindset coaching, how to come out of the all or nothing mentality. I see a lot of common problems with working with over a few hundred now women, and I've got solutions to them all. You just got to try and do better. You don't need to be perfect. Leanne, do you take vitamins sometimes? No, I am on iron though, because I'm chronically low on iron from 2 pregnancies. So I'm on that, which is I need to take today actually. I must remember, because I've been chronically low iron, I still felt amazing. I felt high energy, good fitness. And when I asked the doctor, where's my symptoms? She says, because you've been chronically low iron for like 6 years, you've become acclimatized to that. So I'm looking forward to feeling amazing this year when my iron comes up. But yeah, I like be conscious of having oily fish, red meat to get more fats in, and I eat 5 different types of fruits a day. No. Oh no! And I need to work on my vegetables, but I'm still getting plenty. I just know I could do better. Don't, Mummy's gonna fall. Mummy fall and hurt her knee or something. Don't laugh. No, that's not funny. But if you're taking vitamins, you're relying, on vitamins and supplements, know that the bioavailability for these things are really rubbish. So you're always better getting it from your diet. And the more processed foods you eat, the less room for vitamins and minerals. You don't need to take electrolytes, most people, unless you're suffering with diarrhea or sweating intensely from exercise. There's a lot of electrolytes on the market just now. They're actually quite dangerous. If you've got a heart condition, you're taking them thinking it's doing you good, it's actually doing you worse. Sodium by itself, salt, raises your heart rate and blood pressure. You counteract that with potassium. The point is, electrolytes have, a lot of them just have sodium and maybe another one, manganese. What are you doing? Where's Doo? She's got a little baby shark, she calls it, because baby shark, doo. She calls it Doo. So I've been walking for 35 minutes. And I've got 3,500 steps. I am hungry just now as well, but I won't have my first food until 11 a.m. or after my first pint actually. What time is my first pint? Just got the one today. I think she's at 11 or something. Quarter to 11 to quarter to 12. So I'll drop the kids off and then I'm gonna film some content. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna do back today. But then maybe I shouldn't do back just because I did chest yesterday. Maybe I should do legs. I'll have a think about that. What are you doing? Hey guys, welcome. Thanks for the likes and subscribes already. I really appreciate that. Hi Rebecca. I'm answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, weight loss, weight gain, building muscle, reducing joint stiffness, injury prevention. So I'm a certified trainer. No, Demi. In your dreams? No. You're not having my remote for the treadmill. You'd have me running in a few seconds and I'd not be happy. No, touch that. She's on my tripod now, stressing me out. Go and find Harry. Have you had your milk?
No.
Go and drink it then.
No.
Batter you?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You're just too cute. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No touch. No touch. Hands off. Small fry. Where's Harry's switch? You want to give that to Harry, please?
No.
Off. This is my toddler. She's 3.
No.
She's 3 next month. Do you mind? No touch. Stop that.
Mommy,
Okay, but just stop.
Okay.
Okay. And breathe. Is there anything more stressful when you're trying to work out? I've done a lot of exercise sessions around the children, and rather than not train at all, definitely recommend just doing something in front of the kids. And yes, you'll get interrupted, you'll get jumped on, and that's fine. But like, I'm trying to go live when I'm training. I'm trying to talk and educate on YouTube. So when I'm training and they're interrupting me every 5 minutes, it can get quite stressful. So a lot of my sessions now are done when they're in bed or when they're outside playing or something. Should be looking at improving your routine a little bit as much as you can. For example, it used to work well for me training when I picked them up from school back in the house. Then I would go live, but then it started to get quite stressful because I was trying to do everything before I went live to keep them satisfied. And so now I go live in the morning. See how I've adjusted my schedule to fit my circumstance. And then I'll know when Demi gets a bit older, is less reliant. So no, I won't say that. I'll say more independent. She'll be used to watching me on the walk pad and it just won't be a thing anymore. Hey guys, welcome. I like to bring in a bit of a twist as well. Opens up the chest. Good for spinal flexibility and mobility. More like mobility, sorry, because you're not holding the strength. I worked chest yesterday and triceps, and they're aching a wee bit. So that's good. It was a successful session. Eddie Hall actually was quoted saying, if you're not aching after a gym session, it's pointless. You're not doing anything. I was like, that's misinformation. That was Eddie Hall. Should know better. He's also been quoted as well saying that deadlifts are a really bad exercise, which I half agree with that. You've got to be careful with them. Like and subscribe, guys. If you're struggling to stay on your fat loss plan, check out my content or a myth bust. One of my recent videos, I'm talking about the cortisol belly. So if you've read stuff about stress and causing weight gain, it's misinformation. One of my latest reels talks about that. There's literally doctors that have sold out that are promoting hormones getting changed by a supplement. It's the most ridiculous thing. If you think you do struggle with hormonal imbalance, one of the best things you can do is lose fat, and that'll sort out your hormones naturally. Fact. Doctors need to stay in their own lane. The doctors are great for medicine, right? And prescribing stuff, dealing with colds and flus and referring you, they're the gatekeepers. But what they don't know about is exercise and nutrition. They're actually notoriously bad when they talk about nutrition. I'm laughing because I was speaking to one recently over the phone, and she was trying to give me advice on diet. What it was, a bit of context, I got this optional study done in my GP to see what my markers were for, am I likely to have a cardiac event in the next 10 years? I thought, yeah, that'll be fun. I'll get my bloods done. I'll see what my triglycerides are and my cholesterol. I eat a lot of avocado. I'll live a healthy lifestyle, so I'd be quite annoyed if it was high. Anyway, my triglycerides, my good cholesterol, my good fats were all fantastic. And my bad fats were very low. Great. So the chance of me having a cardiac, I never asked anything about exercise, by the way, and if I drank and smoked a lot. They asked about my family history, that was it. And when they tallied it up, the chances of me having a cardiac incident in the next 10 years was less than 0.5%. I was like, all right, that's good then. She says, that's a great result. I says, how can I make that lower? She must have been like, she said, well, eat oatmeal, like, get them healthy fats in, have like porridge in the morning. And I'm like, and then I was listening to what they were saying to my partner. His result was higher than mine. Not as conscious as health. He's health conscious though, but, and she said the exact same thing to him about oatmeal. I'm like, it's like they're reading it off a script. Oatmeal. So if you want to not have a heart attack in the next 10 years, eat more oatmeal. I think there's a bit more to it than that. But I thought it was really interesting, that study. They tried to determine how healthy my heart and lungs are, well, my heart, by asking my family history. Genetics loads the gun, lifestyle pulls the trigger. Everyone knows that, right? I never asked what my lifestyle was like. I mean, I know I've got heart conditions in my father's side of the family. I think it's in the male side, but you'll get half a story from my father. And they were fit and healthy as well. Well, they were marathon runners, but diet-wise would have probably been neglected. You can't just start eating as healthy as possible and think that you're going to stick to it. It's a process, and the more healthier you eat, the less that you'll crave the unhealthy foods. Like the weekend, I'm not used to having dark chocolate now. When I have milk chocolate, it just tastes too sweet, and I feel almost like a sugar rush, whether that's like a placebo effect. So I actually chose dark chocolate over having milk. It's giving my body fibre, it's giving my body magnesium. So I'm excited this week, so I'm going live on Wednesday with another coach. She works with a lot of females as well. I'm going to be discussing, it's going to be on Instagram though. We're going to be discussing postpartum recovery, diastasis recti repair. So I'm looking forward to that, getting like her knowledge and my knowledge together, be able to fill gaps in our own as well a bit. But what I have learned about the female body after babies, core rehabilitation is only as effective as you make it and your awareness in your body. So you could tell someone, a female, to do Kegels and dead bugs and all the right cues, but if they're not like really feeling it, you've got to really bring it back to basics, like how do you brace the core? So it's rib cage in, belly button into spine. But what the fuck does that even mean? It means when you're coughing and sneezing, you should have tension in your abs. But some women after babies will have tension in the abs here, but not so much here. They will be flopping after a C-section and stuff. I could write a book on it. So you've got to find the exercises that are effective for you. Might be like hip kicks, getting your hips off the floor, your legs bent in the air, you know. I find lower, like people are dominant in this part of the core. They don't have trouble engaging this part of the core. It's normally here and here in the TVA, the deepest core muscle. Who's having a poo-poo? Teddy had a poo-poo. Yeah. Oh, are you wiping his bum? Yeah. Well, that's better. Clean bum for Teddy then. Oh, has he pooed again? Oh. I feel a bit sweaty this morning. So the client that I'm seeing today is postnatal. So 2 young boys, and she wants to start practicing pull-ups. I was selling pull-ups to her. She has got a pull-up bar, but I was selling pull-ups to her last time I saw her last week. I said it's one of the best exercises you can do for your health, because an overweight, obese, unfit person cannot do pull-ups. She says, right, that's a goal. I'm going to start them this today, so I need to bring my resistance band. If you want to get better at pull-ups, do lots of them often. When 3 times I've had to relearn pull-ups. Through 2 pregnancies and then the first time. And what I can say is when I was trying to do them, I was doing them every day. Even like 10, I was like failed at 2, but I was jumping up and slowly coming down. But like I said, an overweight person can't pull up the weight. So if you're in a calorie deficit, they're going to become easier. No, I want it. I love a like and subscribe, guys. If you want fitness education and motivation. Speaking of vitamins, Pre and probiotic supplements are a waste of money as well. You know, a lot of them don't even survive through gastric juices. Clever marketing, guys. So this morning was a bit of a write-off. I did want to. Oh no, it's been successful, isn't it? I mean, like kids being awake. Normally the kids are asleep till 7. So there's that underlying stress. No, don't break it. It's Mummy's computer. I'll slow down a bit. Put my steps on. I love this ring, by the way, for tracking steps. Brilliant. Oh, I'm on 5k. 5k in 45 minutes. That's good.
Mama, I did it.
Good job. Don't get off.
Whoa! Whoa!
50 minutes. Got 5k in. That's good. So yeah, if you want a good amount of steps in, 50 minutes takes 5k. 10 minutes a k. Says I've burned 200 calories, but never take that into consideration. Always manage your steps, because the fitter you get, the less you're gonna burn, which is a good thing. And get some calf stretches in as well after this. I'm on a slight incline to mimic walking outside here. So I like to do 5k steps when I get on here.
Let's go. Wow. Yay. Yay. Mama, no. Mama, no.
What is it? Leave it. Leave the computer. Hey guys, welcome to my live. Thanks for the likes. I'm answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain, rehab. I'm a coach for 12 years, Pilates and yoga teacher. So I specialise in rehab, female rehab after babies. I'm a mindset coach as well. So I don't just give my clients the exercise and nutrition programs, but I also coach them on how to stick to it long term. So it's a lifestyle change. I'm a lifestyle coach, which is not that many of them about, to be honest. It takes time to change your mindset. I do post body transformation pictures, like before and afters. Demi, stop. But what you can't see when you have achieved these amazing results, what's changed in here, and the person's likely not making excuses anymore, but problem solving. Hello, how do I subscribe to be final? What an absolute fanny of a comment. Hey guys, welcome to my live. I'm answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain and rehab. That's okay. You can spend money on a coach who's going to educate you for the rest of your life and have skills for the rest of your life. Or you can buy supplements, buy beauty products, and try and find cheat ways out of doing the hard work. If you want to spend your money that way, go ahead. Or you can invest. It's the best money that you'll ever spend. Good morning, guys. Welcome to my live. So I charge $2.99 a month for my members only videos that'll educate you so you have the skill set to stay fit and healthy for the rest of your life. But people usually don't want to put the hard work in, like that comment below. They just want a quick fix. They'd rather, like I guarantee that person is spending money on feeding an addiction, like if it's not dopamine from Netflix, scrolling, it's they're taking some bullshit supplement. Good morning, guys. Instead of fixing the lifestyle, the habits, looking at themselves instead of pointing the finger. Welcome to my live, guys. Demi, get off my microphone. And I've got a free podcast, links in my bio, if you're wanting to learn more about lifestyle, mindset shifting, how to lose fat and keep it off, a sustainable way. It's not about cutting things out. Think of what you can bring into your life. More fruit, more vegetables, altering the way of like your eating habits, a bit of time restriction. Is anyone with back pain as well? Best thing for back pain, depending on what the cause is, obviously, unless it's structural. If it's muscular, one of the best things you can do is gentle walking. Worst thing that you can do is stay in bed. Right, stretch off. Oh. One of the best stretches for the calves is in the downward dog. Downward facing dog. I need to bring this up because that's going to a client. Yeah? You did it. In opposite land. Right. What's that noise? I'm about to go into a calf stretch. Are you doing downward dog too? Can you guys see her? She's so cute. You're funny. You've been doing Pilates since you were 6 months old, haven't you? Actually, younger than that. Oh, you do. That's so funny. Hamstring stretch. Quad stretch. Oh. Right, guys, thanks so much for joining me. Like and subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon.